Hello, I'm Alexis Tubman, and today I'll be discussing Judith Jarvis Thompson's A Defense of Abortion essay. Judith Jarvis Thompson is an American moral philosopher, and she published her essay in 1971. This was a time period in which women in America finally began seeing the results of equal rights amendments. Just 2 years after this essay was published, the famous court case Roe v. Wade established the legalization of first trimester abortions and abolished many abortion restrictions across the country. In this essay, Thompson begins her defense of abortion by stating, for the sake of her argument, that life begins at conception. While she does not personally agree with this statement, she takes it on to help further her argument. Her essay is believed to be the most relevant piece at the time when discussing a pregnant woman's obligations and the rights of an unborn child. Thompson uses a great deal of analogies throughout her essay to help maneuver through her argument, which results in persuading her audience a great deal. As previously stated, Thompson starts her essay off by granting a fetus life at conception. However, she also states that she does not agree with the statement. Some may argue that by doing this, it in a way invalidates her argument, but I believe that by doing this, she strengthens her argument. By granting a fetus life at conception, she is playing along with the opposing side of her argument, those who are pro-life. She gives herself the opportunity to invalidate the opposing side's argument by taking this argument on. Thompson proves that even if you establish that life begins at conception, there's still a case to be made about the rights of the mother. The main topic of interest within Thompson's argument is whether the right to life trumps the right to one's own body. Thompson's sole argument is that having a right to life does not guarantee either having either a right to be given or the use of the right to be allowed continued use of another person's body. And by doing this, she is stating that even though the responsibility of conceiving a child lies solely on the mother, it is not the fetus's sole right to use that mother's body for its own life if she does not wish. To Thompson, the mother is not morally or ethically inclined to allow a fetus the continued use of her body. Throughout the essay, Thompson sprinkles analogies along to help enhance her argument. One specific analogy that is apparent through the whole essay is one that concerns a violinist and a girl who's been kidnapped. This example correlates with her main argument about a pregnant woman's rights to her own body. The analogy, in short, describes a woman who has been kidnapped and held against her will by a violinist. She is drugged before she is kidnapped and becomes unconscious, and when she comes to, her body is plugged into this violinist, and he is surviving off of her blood. The girl is given the option to either unplug herself or stay attached to the violinist the rest of her life. If she were to choose to unplug herself, she would be essentially ending the violinist's life. So this analogy that Thompson provides correlates to the main argument by comparing the kidnapped woman to the pregnant woman and the violinist to the fetus inside the pregnant woman. By giving the reader this analogy, Thompson makes it clear for her audience to understand her statement about a woman's rights to her own body. This analogy, in a way, opened my own eyes to the apparent free will a woman holds regarding her own body. Certainly, the kidnapped woman has a right to her own body and is at free will to unplug herself if she wishes. This is exactly what Thompson is arguing, that a woman is not entitled to give up her body to aid another if she does not wish. I believe Thompson's main reason for publishing this essay was to provide a defense of abortion that no one else has really defended before. Instead of arguing whether there are rights as a fetus or not, and whether a fetus is considered a human, she concerns herself with the rights of the mother. And by doing this, I believe it was an interesting way to grab her audience and make them see a different side of the debate. Thank you.